watching Christian go against Willie Wiley. They'll be jumping center, probably the first of a few matchups on the court here tonight.
Yeah, Christian's got to pay attention, and no fouls in the first quarter.
Opening tip is tapped. It's going to be tracked down. Max Cook will grab it. Railers win the tip. They'll be moving to the basket here to our right. Roy S. Anderson.
Last game, Christian did a great job of not getting in foul trouble against Wiley, and Wiley is not guarding Christian right now.
High post to block. Railers with that possession. Gavin over to Austin Kirby.
Railers need to be patient. Look for the shot. It's there against us man-to-man.
Cook to block on the right side. Back on top to Kirby. Austin will fire up a three. It's on the way, and it's good.
Well, the Railers remain perfect from three-point land.
Yeah, good start for the Railers. And again, here is where the Railers won their basketball game last time on January 4th against Springfield, was the defensive end. They suffocated them, and Springfield had no answer.
And Springfield's trying, at least starting out, trying Wiley in the high post and then floating him down to the low block, Josh. Although you got to say Mr. Wiley isn't exactly moving without the ball at all times.
They get it to Wiley. His 17-foot jumper is up and good.
Is he playing in college anywhere? Does anybody know?
Haven't heard. Lincoln College is in the stands, I see, right behind their bench. So could possibly be looking at two guys. One from the Railers and one from Springfield.
Yeah.
Gavin comes around a screen from Cook.
Boy, that'd be a nice infusion of talent for him.
Christian over to Austin, trying for two in a row. That one left way short, but it's going to be tracked down by Block. 6.5 to go in the first quarter. Block hands to Van Hook. Christian working against a Carlos Poole. Flips it back to Block. Gavin on top to Gesner, swinging around to the left wing to Kirby. He's being guarded by Wiley.
Boy, 4 inches on Poole for Van Hook. Got to be able to get a look if we can get him the ball in the box.
Gesner against Buster. Austin will fire another three. Hit again.
Yeah, 3 shots all by Kirby. 2 makes from the three-point line. So a good stop for Austin and a good job. Railers got to get out on Wiley. He's had some of his better games has been here at Roy S. Anderson, so I think he likes to play here.
Jumper from the corner. That's off the back rim. No good, but Poole tracks down his miss, goes down the lane. He misses the easy layup. Rebound down to Van Hook.
And a rather slow walk it up, Jeff. Content to run the half-court offense, see if they can get Van Hook free inside.
Get it out to Max along the left side, spins on the lane, gets it out to Van Hook, fakes the three, now over to Austin Kirby.
Yeah, it's kind of put a quicker guy, a smaller guy on Van Hook, but yet quicker.
Poole twisted his ankle on the opening tip, Jeff, and he's really grimacing now.
Nice look from Kirby to Gavin, and lays it up and in.
Great back cut, great back cut. They've kind of come out on Austin a little more since he's buried 2 threes. Gavin did a great job of going back door, and Kirby found it.
Oh, that's over Matt.
Yeah.
Over and back call. The ball was in the front court, and he threw it to Buster, who is coming out of the backcourt. Timeout's going to be taken by Coach Matt Reed. Just a 30. 5:13 to go in our first quarter. A good start for the Railers, up 8-2. And, guys, this looks an awful lot like the game down in Springfield where everything was going good for Lincoln. Springfield, not so much.
Yeah, Jeff, the Railers off to a good start, running the offense well on the one end and playing good smothering defense, like you said, on the other. If we live with Wiley shooting long twos, I think the Railer coaching staff would approve.
Yeah, but I think also it looks like Springfield's kind of pressuring us a little more than they did the last time we played them, and Gavin did a great job of going back door. You know, that's not a set; that's just out of pure motion. And for a guy to pick that up right away early in the game, you could see a lot more of that by the Railers.
You bet. Well, best way to beat an overplaying defense is back cuts.
Cook will bring it into the front court. Now Wiley is on Max Cook.
Wow.
Poole is down on Van Hook. Christian has it in the right corner. Back out to Max. Max trying to make a move against Wiley. Flips over to Van Hook. 4:50 to go. Railers up 8-2 first quarter. Cook on the left side. Max is going to pull off a jumper for a three. That's off the back of the rim. And it's going to slide out of bounds. It'll go to Springfield. Guys, real quick, Austin with a couple threes here tonight. He now has 60 in his career. He's tied for 24th all-time on the Railers made list. He tied a name from the past, Chad Cravata.
Well, and acknowledgments to Chad for having his position last as long as it did.
Willie Wiley with another jumper from about 18 feet away. And, boy, like you said, you'll take that.
But we didn't see a lot of that the first time. You know, Wiley was really non-existent. We've seen him shoot from that far, but he didn't really make them, especially at Springfield, and here he's had 2 shots and 2 fall.
Max can take Wiley anytime he wants.
Max down the lane, tried to, kicks it back out to Gavin. 3 on the
There
way.
you go.
Up and good. Gavin now with 5.
We talked about the slow start of the slow last couple games that Gavin has, and already off to a great start.
Yeah, that's a great way to get out of a slump, and it'll help Gavin's confidence tremendously.
You know, it's interesting. We were talking about looking for more balance. We've got 11 points on the board, 6 from Kirby and 5 from Block, probably the ones you would least expect to score out of the starting lineup.
Exactly. So good start for the Railers. They're taking what Springfield's given them, obviously.
3:52 to go in our first quarter. Balster on the right side to Connor Jacobs. Balster.
Boy, Springfield's just going to leave Wiley on a low block. They're going to have a hard time getting him decent looks.
Top of the key 3, left it short. Van Hook high for the board, and Wiley didn't even look at the rebound.
Well, they really struggle. They don't have a consistent three-point shooter, and it really is. If Wiley's not scoring or if Isaiah Nelson's not scoring, they just don't have a lot of guys that can put it in the hole.
Exactly, and the Railers done a good job on both.
Right side high, brings it top of the key. Nice catch by Cook. Max comes around over to Block. Belsick working against Balster. On top to Van Hook. He's being guarded by Poole. Cook's now being guarded by Wiley again. Max picks up his dribble. Gavin comes around. His 3, up and good again. Gavin with 8.
Yeah, that's a nice shot. That's coming off the screen, and he sets one foot, plants the other, and straight up. I mean, that's a tough shot for anybody.
Gavin with some big hand clap, and it's a fist pumps. He's fired up.
Balster down to Wiley.
There's a steal.
Away. Nice job by Cook coming from the backside and taking it away. Max quickly into the front court. Dumps it over to Belsick as Cook goes down. Christian, top of the key 3. Long back rim, no good, and I think they're going to get Max with the hold.
That's interesting.
I think they're going to get Max with the foul on the rebound.
Well, you may have seen it late. That's the only thing you could think. He couldn't have seen the whole thing. He only saw the railer hanging.
What was late was when he got shoved out of the way.
I was going to say, I saw the 2-hand push, but, you know, what are you going to do?
You know, it's funny. Gavin has his career high of 12 against Springfield. He already has 8 here tonight. I remember a few years ago, Ben Brackney had great games every time we played a Decatur school. Maybe we could get everybody in the conference to wear Springfield jerseys and just not tell Gavin.
Yeah, I do remember that. Brackney just owned the Decatur schools.
Another turnover by the Senators, so 2:25 to go. Railers already with a 10-point lead at 14-4.
Third turnover now for the Senators, none for the Railers to this point. And now they're back with Poole on Van Hook, which gives us Van Hook in the low post. We didn't find him the first time Poole had him.
There's Christian.
Well, I think Gavin feels a lot better tonight. There's something he's cutting fast, cutting at full speed, and going back door and really getting open.
You never know, Josh, as you well know as a coach, you never know what nagging injuries are out there. Nice
drive by Max. Got bumped and pushed all along the way. Didn't let him stop him, and he laid it up and in. It's now 16-4.
Yeah, he really got bumped too. It looked like going on him. He kind of got Wiley's knee into his thigh.
I got the Raiders with 9 shots, 2 of which are from 2-point land.
Poole out to Nelson. Balster down low. Christian tried to tip it away from Wiley, and a reach-in is going to be whistled. I think they're going to get that one on Belsick from coming over trying to help Christian.
Second foul of the game. Pretty well played, clean basketball game to this point.
Yeah, there were a lot of them last night.
I was going to say, what do we have about this time last night, Josh? 13 or 14?
Yeah,
there were a ton of them.
Van Hook had 2 by this time, didn't he? Or did he have 3 by this time?
Yeah,
3.
3:13 to go. He left in the first quarter with 3. 1:30 to go. First quarter, Railers up 16-4. Lob over to Wiley, back on top to Balster. 3 on the way. That spins off, no good. Wiley with the rebound over Cook. Tries to go up. Bowlby did a nice job of tipping it away. And we've got traveling, so Edward again reaching in, forcing the turnover. And again, we've seen a lot of good things from Bowlby. And he played so well last night in the varsity game after getting a lot of minutes in the sophomore game.
Well, I think he's getting a little more comfortable, too. And there was a time where Ed was just kind of being robotic and thinking a lot. And I think last night he just went out and played.
Yeah, this team's going to need that over the next 2 years to be about 2 inches bigger and to be taller and to be a dominant force inside of the post.
Belsick works his dribble over to Bowlby through Olsen. Now over to Max. We're under a minute. Railers up 16-4. Max tries to go baseline. Does a nice job not stepping on the line.
May have done not quite nice enough job, Jeff, but it didn't get called.
Todd Belsick working against Bolster. He's going to take him baseline. And a blocking foul will be whistled on the Senators. That'll be their first foul.
Yeah, 3 turnovers already for Springfield. So good job by the Railer defense of Bulby slaps one away there, and we get another steal on the possession before. So the Railers really active right now on the defense.
Nice job by Todd Belsick cutting to the open spot right at the basket. And Max finds him, and Will lays it up and in. And another timeout taken by Coach Matt Reed with 41 seconds to go. Railers are up 18-4. And, this is looking a little bit more like it. Josh, through 3 quarters last night, we had 22 points.
Yeah, it was an offensive struggle last night for both teams, to put it lightly. Poor shooting, a lot of fouls, a lot of turnovers, and it just wasn't ugly. But we talked about it, I thought, coming into the game, if the game was going to be pretty last night, the Railers might lose by 25. And they had to make that an ugly, kind of a slugfest type of game to stay close with Lanphier, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, and that's what the Railers are going to have to do, especially in the state tournament, Josh. They're going to have to play, they're going to have to make teams play just the way they want them to play. They're not going to do it with their overall talent level, but they can do it with basketball IQ. And we know these Railer kids are smart.
And I think we've improved in that category so far this season. We're getting smarter, and the team is getting better. The problem is our competition has gone up the last couple games of the season.
Under 30 seconds to go after the timeout. Springfield in the front court. Bolster to Steven, and a foul is going to be whistled. Jake Olson will be whistled for that.
At 21 and a half seconds. Outstanding first quarter for the Railers. They've shot lights out, but it's because they've taken good shots. Even though a lot of threes, the threes are right at the line and wide open.
Poole's three, a long three, left it way short, and with 10 seconds to go, Max will work it into the front court, see if the Railers can end this quarter on a really high note.
Thought he was just going to go right up over Wiley.
Christian, he goes up strong, high on the way, no good, back rim. Max grabs it.
Oh, he got fouled.
Fouled. Nope, they're going to say it was just a block. But at the end of a very well-played first quarter for Lincoln, they have the lead. It's Lincoln 18, Springfield 4. Back with the second quarter in a moment. You're listening to Lincoln Railer Basketball.